Hello everybody, welcome to the Nirvana Coffee Roasters Roastery. This is my espresso machine. It is a Profitec 600 Pro. It's a dual boiler. When I mean dual boiler, it means it has one boiler separately for the steam and one boiler separately for the group head. The group head is where the espresso comes out, or the hot water comes out and pressurizes the puck. The reason why it's here in my garage today is because, well, one of the gauges stopped working. The pressure gauge that tells me how much pressure, how many bars of pressure I have, it stopped functioning. So I called up the company I called up the company that I purchased it from. It's called Whole Lots Say Love. And this machine is under a 3-year warranty, so it's only been a year now. So they sent me the gauge, so I have to put the gauge in. And that means taking the whole machine apart, taking the covers out, taking the side panels out, getting the gauge out, and being very careful not to scratch it. So I'm gonna walk you guys through this and how I'm gonna do this. And hopefully if you guys have an espresso machine and you have a gauge problem, this might help you. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove 4 screws here. They're Allen screws. We'll take those off. Once we take those off, then we should have 2 more in the back. We got 4 screws off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just lift up and slide back to get this panel off. And there it is. Both boilers are there, left and right. So right here, this is the gauge in question here. This is the steam gauge. It tells you in bars how much pressure the boiler is generating. So right now when I use the steam wand, nothing moves here. So that's what we're changing. So once that top panel is off, I need to get 2 screws from the side panels. One of them is right here, and the other one is right over here. 6 screws underneath the espresso machine. I didn't want to tilt it over on its side, so I just moved it over to the edge a little bit and used an Allen screw to get them all out. It was a pain. So in order to get the gauge out, we're going to have to get the on and off switch off. So we're going to have to take off this little screw that holds this housing here. What I like to do is put some tape on the jaws here a little bit, just to protect the chrome finish. Okay, once we got that screw off, we're going to push this out here and just turn it around a little bit. So this was the copper lead that sends pressure information to the gauge. It was in a tight spot and you needed 2 spanners, one to hold that nut and the other one to hold the other screw. It took me a good 20 minutes to get that out. Here it is right here. So this is the steam gauge right here. It has a bracket on the back that keeps it mounted flush. So I have to unscrew that screw and then just gently pull it out. You try screwing it out a little bit. It might help because if you hold the screw on the back end, you can screw the front of the gauge and that makes it comes out a little quicker. So basically I'm going to install the new gauge. I'm just going to reverse everything I did, and hopefully this new gauge will show some reading. Here we go. So the new gauge is installed and looks good. We just got to test it later on, but I'm putting everything back now. Alrighty, it's time to button this baby back up. I got all the panels back on. I just did everything in reverse order. And warming tray and drip tray. There it is. So the gauge is installed and it is working. As you can see, it reads 2 bars.